Howdy, I'm Brian Christgau, writer on books like Six Gun Gorilla Long Days of Vengeance, The Kill Journal, and the upcoming Blood Moon Stomp, and this is an introduction to the Street Fighter. The year was 1974, and the kung fu craze was in full swing, spurred on largely by the surprise box office smash Enter the Dragon. Quick to capitalize on a trend, indie distributor New Line Cinema was looking for the next hot thing in martial arts mayhem, and boy, did they ever find it. Produced by Toei Company, directed by Shigehiro Ozawa, and starring Sonny Chiba, The Street Fighter was released in the United States by New Line and instantly took America's drive-ins and grindhouses by storm. It also made history as the first film to ever receive an X rating in the US solely for its violence. Newspaper and radio ads emphasized the over-the-top gore of the Street Fighter. The film's hero, Takuma Terry Tsurugi, shattered teeth, split skulls, poked out eyes, tore out throats, crushed spines, and tore his enemies' balls off. The Street Fighter was a massive hit that spawned two sequels, Return of the Street Fighter and The Street Fighter's Last Revenge, plus a spin-off with Sue Shiomi called Sister Street Fighter. The Street Fighter's hero, Takuma Tsurugi, or Terry Tsurugi as he's called in the American dub, was essentially a villain, a bad guy, but one with a code. The half-breed son of a Japanese father and Chinese mother, as a small child he witnessed the execution of his father for treason, an event that would scar him for life. Taking his father's advice to never trust another human being and to harden his body and his mind, Tsurugi grew up an outcast who learned to survive by working as an enforcer in Japan's criminal underworld. But there could be little doubt over what really made the Street Fighter resonate with audiences, and that was its charismatic star, Sonny Chiba. Shinichi Sonny Chiba was born on the 22nd of January, 1939 in Fukuoka, Japan. Chiba's career began in the 1960s, when he starred in two tokusatsu superhero shows and appeared in assorted samurai movies and TV programs. Before retiring, Chiba's wide and varied career also included appearances in a number of English-language American films, including Kill Bill Volume 1 and Fast and the Furious 3, Tokyo Drift. An undeniably captivating screen presence, Chiba played Tsurugi with a bestial, often comic intensity, often acting more like an animal than a man. His martial arts technique was something completely fresh and innovative, jerky, economical, and above all else, sadistic. The most obvious influence that the Street Fighter movies had on world culture? Well, obviously, it's the video game franchise that stole its name. In the early 1990s, Quentin Tarantino helped extend Sonny Chiba's appeal beyond the martial arts enthusiasts who had admired the actor's work for decades. Chiba had already made more than 120 movies by that point, but it was in Tarantino's screenplay for True Romance in 1993, directed by Tony Scott, that introduced his name to a whole new generation.
The Sonny Chiba triple feature. The Street Fighter, Return of the Street Fighter, and Sister Street Fighter.
Who's Sonny Chiba?
Who is Sonny Chiba? He's bar none the finest actor working in martial arts movies today.
You want to take me to a kung fu movie?
3 kung fu movies.
Tarantino would go on to cast Chiba as the legendary swordsmith Hattori Hanzo in Kill Bill. He also shot a Japanese TV commercial with Chiba.
Yelling at me about talking too much. Everywhere I go, people just keep giving me these strange looks.
もう2時間も喋ってんですよ。
I don't know exactly what it is that I'm doing. What?
まだ喋り足らんのか
No, Shabari Tarantino.
喋りすぎの現行犯だ喋るなら
Keanu Reeves is also a really big Sonny Chiba fan. Here we see Chiba surprising him on a Japanese talk show, and it is just priceless. Look at the expression on his face.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, sir. Oh, thank you. Hajimemashite. Thank you. Thank you very much. Maestro. Yeah.
I mean, just look at the expression on Keanu's face here. You can tell that he is just absolutely giddy meeting his childhood hero.
Honored to meet you, man. Thank you so much. Cheers. All right, cheers. Okay, thank you.
The movies have found a new life thanks to DVD and Blu-ray, including recent additions from Shout Factory and Arrow Video. My pal and collaborator, Preston Acevedo, and I both feel that the time is right to add another chapter to the Street Fighter saga. We've both been wanting to do a martial arts comic for years, and this is the project we've chosen to put our time, energy, and skills behind. Our story will have Tsurugi traveling to the land of his mother, China, to do a job for one of the local triads. Things go sideways, as they always do for Tsurugi, and he finds himself fighting hatchet-wielding tongs, mystical kung fu assassins, and an unexpected threat from his past that will shake the seemingly indestructible killing machine to his very core. Tsurugi will step from his world, the world of the 1970s Japanese pulp adventure karate movie, into the world of the Hong Kong kung fu movie. What we're aiming for is an updated, juiced-up, balls-out version of the martial arts comics of the 70s. Budget's not an issue in a comic book, so we're going to make this entry in the Tsurugi saga an absolute spectacle. When I work with an artist, I always make sure to write to their strengths and give them scenes I know they will have an absolute blast drawing. Since this is Preston we're talking about here, that means plenty of gore and martial arts mayhem. For the cover art, we're going to emulate the incredible pieces that Neil Adams did for the black and white Marvel magazine, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. Cover art that promises the reader non-stop adventure in a world full of exotic locations, menacing villains, and, of course,
Kung Fu treachery.
The tentative title for the book is Terry Tsurugi, Lethal Fists of the Street Fighter, to avoid any confusion or legal issues with the video game franchise. You can check the movies out on free streaming services like Tubi, or, as I recommend, you can get the Blu-rays from Shout Factory and Arrow. They're both equally good. Well, I hope you found this entertaining. Until we speak again, peace, love, and...